The title of this video is Infinite Life. The title of this video can be also Living Forever. The title of this video could be also Believing in your ability to heal everything and to heal yourself. It appeared to be a very demanding subject. And I could start to hold it from any edge, at all. Because the field of knowledge, the field of consciousness, the field of availability, of possibility is a ball. It's like the earth. So, in fact, wherever you went in your life, you believe to a point in this, for example, that it is possible. Maybe you believed in it. You at least allowed yourself to assume that it's possible for you to continue. You heard that some people have done it in the past. You heard that God promised that you are a part of God. As a part of God, you can do what gods do. In whichever way you approach this, when you come to a problem, you come to a physical problem of pain, of the idea of aging, if you have succeeded to reverse the print of the education which taught you that there's an end to every road. If you started to look at, for example, a very good example, the abundance of the planet, the freedom of humanity. Even if the Kabbalah, the dark, has taken this into a loop and showed you how you fail each time, and if they didn't fail, they try to, they killed you, or they removed you, or they forced you in any way they can. But if you kept on your belief, your certainty that is achievable. I would take the example of the earth because it's so perfect that when you think about like going to anywhere in the planet, it's a round planet. It's not ending anywhere. And it's not beginning anywhere, and you can get from one point on the planet to another point. It just depends on the way you choose. It may take you different, a longer time, maybe take you through different places, but eventually you can get to anywhere on this planet. The same applies to the spiritual and application world. If you want to build something, to study something, if you start with it, then you go this way or another way. There are endless of ways in which you can go to arrive to different places. I want to suggest about the main obstacles, how to melt what seemed to be a wall that it cannot be crossed, like the delay. There was a delay. There was a promise to liberate us, and there's a delay still. there is a way to it, and the way continues until we get there. You know, there's no other way around it. We're surely getting there, because this is how the structure of this reality. You can go along the way and become tired of it, and you can get old and think that you won't be there when it happens, but you will be there if you want to continue and experience it and stay there. It's just what you promised to yourself. There's no reason why you drop it off. If it took longer, sometime hiking, you get to a difficult place, then you rest, and then you refresh, and then you think about it, then you gather your powers together, and there is no limit of time to it. There's no limitation. When you think there's no limit to the energy that you're going to spend on it, and there's no limit to the distance that you can cross with it, and there's no there is a way to get anywhere. If you look at a situation that is looking so rigid, so stuck, and you look at it now like a field that is having so much, size to it, that it's enormous. And you take a problem and just flatten it so that you can walk on it like a map, or you can play with the imagery of anything, because they say this world is an illusion. It's not an illusion, it's an imagery. You can recreate it. You can everything here recreates itself. The things here are like they make themselves to be. So it's not really an illusion. It's a world of potentiality. It's a world. It's a meeting. Sorry, I had a note on the screen that I read it suddenly. Anyway, it is fulfillment of whatever you want. You can take breaks. You can fly off the map. And this is the lesson I got from, not from above, I can say from below, because in fact, yeah, it's a teaching that I'm getting from the one who's teaching me. I think it's Christ is teaching me this, or at least I'm connected to the unified field to get this information, this knowledge. But anyway, we are not done. We have not even begun. So yeah, this life is infinite. This life is forever, and there's endless roads to wherever you want to go. Sometimes you need to be very delicate and careful when you walk. Sometimes you can take a leap. But it is engraved in you. This is a structural world. It's structured for you to be able to fulfill anything that you want, provided that you choose to touch ground, to feel what you do, to follow, for example, your inner healing inward with breath. If you can follow every thought, every feeling to when you breathe it, you consider it, and then you spread it like a flower. You just help it to to look like a small landscape you can walk around instead of annoying itching point or bothering point. Yeah, the whole thing of waiting and disappointment, this area of disappointment need to be melted, need to be touched, need to be treated, need to be embraced. I want to say that I love the old scriptures. If there was Jeremiah or was Amos or was any of the old books, and I look at those people and they have suffered a lot because they dared to hope. They were envisioning a solution to this turmoil world, and I appreciate them a lot. I appreciate them to a point of brotherhood, and I think that is the time that they are fulfilling the mission eventually after so many thousands of years of disappointment and betrayal and disbelief in oneself. It's time that we believe in who we are, and reconsider who we are really, and how much we want to carry this body around, and how to carry this body around from within, and how to carry it anywhere that we want, and how to feel that it's possible, that is recommended, that you are empowered to do whatever you want to do, including being healed and living indefinitely. In this beautiful, glorious, beautiful, beautiful place that we haven't even started to know. Amazing. And thank you for watching me. I'm Yosan Pedro. Nice to see you again.